All right, here we have the CSU Breadth. That is the California State University General Education document. Every year this document is updated. It can be found in the counseling office or on the counseling website. You will need to do general education to transfer. So if you want to prepare only for Cal State University system, this document is necessary. There are a few different sections. You have A, B, C, D, and E, and they've added F. This is a new requirement. So let's go over this. For section A, you need a minimum of 9 semester units. So that means you need to take oral communications, which is communications 100 or 120 or 130 or 140, those are your choices. Written communications, you need English 101 or on 101 honors. Critical thinking, which is usually English 103, but you can also choose between Comms 120, English 103 honors, and Philosophy 105 or Philosophy 105 honors. You can look up these classes in the catalog to get a better description as to what they are because they do differ a little bit. For section B, we have scientific inquiry and quantitative reasoning. A minimum of 9 semester units is required. You must have one class from B1 under physical sciences and one class from B2 life sciences. And then you need one more that has a laboratory component. So it says that the laboratory components are underlined. So for example, if I was going to take Geography 101 as my science course for a physical science, I would also need Geography 106 to be the lab for that course. I would go down to life sciences. I would just choose any other course I would like, maybe like a Psych 107, and I would make sure just that one of those had an underline. What you can't do though is if you wanted to take Geology 101 and Psych 101, and then let's say the lab for like Astronomy 103 because it's underlined, that doesn't make sense. You have to have your lab that matches the subject matter of your lecture course. Hope that makes sense. Before we have mathematics and quantitative reasoning. Usually people will take Math 150, which is statistics, but you can speak with a counselor to determine if one of the other math courses you could take to that is required for before. Everybody doesn't have to do statistics, but a lot of people do it because a lot of schools want students to take statistics. A lot of Cal States want students to take statistics. All right, art and humanities, a minimum of 9 semester units. That means you get to choose one class from C1 and one class from C2. And then your third course is going to be from C1 or C2. So for example, you could choose Art 101, English 102, and then one more of your choice. Also, area D, social sciences, a minimum of 6 semester units is required here. That means you could choose like Anthro 102 and like Women's Studies 101, and that would be 6 units. Again, that's your choice. Area E, lifelong learning and self-development. That's where you find Human Development 110, and it is a minimum of 3 semester units, so you would be able to meet that requirement by taking this class. Last but not least, we have included ethnic studies. They want you to complete a minimum of 3 semester units. Right now, all we have is ethnic studies 101 and 103 as options for this area. So that is all of the areas down below. It lists the history class 101 and political science 101, or these other options here, as a requirement for CSU graduation. So as the form is updated each year, you can get the updated form in the counseling office because sometimes there's little rules on these forms that do change. But that is how you read the classes on here and choose your classes from the form.